The moment her phone lit up with his name, something inside me fractured. It wasn't the kind of break that cracks wide open with noise. It was subtle, hollow, like glass splintering under a pressure you didn't know existed. For weeks, I had felt the distance, rushed kisses, excuses about late meetings, her laughter sounding reserved for someone else. But seeing that name, Ethan, flash across her screen while she showered was a confirmation I had been dreading. My wife, the woman I had loved for 12 years, was no longer mine. That was the beginning of the end. When she stepped out of the bathroom wrapped in a towel, humming a tune that wasn't meant for me, I stayed silent. I didn't confront her. Not yet. I just watched as she walked into the bedroom. Saw her fingers linger on her phone, and the way her lips curved into a smile I hadn't seen in months. That night, while she slept peacefully beside me, I lay awake staring at the ceiling. The woman I thought would be my forever was living another life. My chest felt heavy, my throat dry. I wanted to wake her and demand answers. But something inside stopped me. A voice whispered, "Let her reveal herself. Don't give her the victory of thinking she fooled you." So I waited, and the waiting was its own kind of torture. The confession. It came on a Thursday evening. She walked in late again, her hair slightly messy, the faint trace of cologne that wasn't mine clinging to her. She didn't even notice the way my eyes followed her. "Mark," she said casually, avoiding my gaze as she set down her purse. "We need to talk." My stomach dropped. "Here it is. What about?" I asked evenly, though my hands trembled under the table. She sighed, almost rehearsed. "I don't think this marriage is working anymore. We've grown apart. I need space. I want out." There it was. No tears, no hesitation, just a cold, clinical decision. Like she was canceling a subscription, not ending 12 years of marriage. I searched her face, looking for cracks. "Is this about Ethan?" I asked quietly. Her head snapped up, her eyes widening before narrowing into a defensive glare. "What are you talking about?" "Don't insult me," I said softly. "I've seen the messages, the late nights, the lies. You don't need to pretend." She froze, then straightened her shoulders. Instead of denying it, she whispered, "Yes, it's Ethan, and I'm not sorry. He makes me feel alive, something I haven't felt with you in years." Her words pierced deeper than any knife, not because of Ethan, but because of how little she cared about breaking me. Walking away, I didn't beg. I didn't shout. I didn't even cry, not then. I just nodded, stood, and said quietly, "If that's what you want, you're free to go." She blinked, clearly expecting a fight. "That's it? You're just letting me go. What else is there to do?" I replied, my voice steady though my insides were crumbling. "You already left me, Emily. You just needed to say it out loud." The next week passed in a blur. Paperwork, silence, sleeping in separate rooms. She packed her things and moved in with Ethan, as if 12 years could be folded neatly into a suitcase and forgotten. I signed the divorce papers with shaking hands, but with a strangely clear mind. I thought the pain would crush me, but when the final stamp hit those documents, I felt something I hadn't expected. Freedom, a month of healing. The first nights alone were brutal. The bed felt endless, the silence deafening. Every corner of the house whispered her ghost. Her laughter in the kitchen, her perfume lingering in the hallway. But slowly life seeped back in. Friends I hadn't seen in years invited me out. My sister checked in every day. Even my old guitar, long forgotten in the closet, ended up back in my hands. I wasn't healed, not yet, but I was breathing again. And with each breath came the realization I hadn't lost her. I had been freed from her. The return. A month later, she came back. It was a Saturday afternoon when I heard the knock. I opened the door to find Emily standing there, not radiant like she had been with Ethan, not confident, but uncertain. "Hi, Mark," she said softly, as though a simple greeting could undo everything. I leaned against the doorframe, arms crossed. "What do you want?" "I just wanted to see how you're doing," she murmured, her eyes flicking past me into the house that used to be hers. "Why?" I asked, You made it clear you didn't care. She swallowed hard, then asked a question that betrayed her real reason for coming. So, is there someone else? Have you moved on? The irony nearly made me laugh. She had left me for Ethan, and now she wanted to know if someone had replaced her. Yes, I said simply. Her face fell. Who? I stepped closer, meeting her eyes with calm certainty. Me. I replaced you with myself, with a version of me you buried under your lies. I'm choosing me now. Emily, my happiness doesn't depend on you anymore. Her lips trembled, her eyes wet with regret. Mark, I made a mistake. Ethan, he's not. Stop. I cut in. You don't get to rewrite this. You chose him. You ended us. And I chose to walk away free. Don't come back here searching for what you threw away. For the first time, I saw true regret in her eyes. But it was too late. That night, I sat on the porch with a glass of whiskey, the autumn air cool against my skin. I thought about the woman I once loved, the betrayal that nearly destroyed me, and the strength I discovered only when I let her go. She ended our marriage believing she'd found something better. But a month later, she returned, not to reclaim me, but to see who had taken her place. And the truth was, she never imagined that the one who replaced her was me. For the first time in years, I felt whole,